hadith is about concealing the faults of other people, which is very essential in our physical communication as well as our social communication. What does it mean by concealing the fault of someone? If someone made an error in their life, someone did something wrong, and you happen to know about it, it is a duty as a believer, as a Muslim, that you try to conceal it in a way that no one else finds out from you. Generally, when a person has done something wrong, and every human being, he makes a mistake. Everyone errs in life. But if you happen to be the one who is looking for the faults of other people and publicizing it for popularity, or publicizing it to degrade this individual purposely, then Allah Azza wa Jal will expose your faults in this dunya and in the life of your after. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever conceals the fault of another person, Allah will conceal his faults on the day of judgment. وَمَنْ سَتَرَ مُسْلِمًا سَتَرَهُ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ. And the one who conceals the faults of a Muslim, Allah will conceal his faults in this dunya and in the life of your after. So when you are exposing the shortcomings of others, this is an indirect invitation towards your shortcomings to be exposed. If I am very much active in finding the faults of other people and publicizing it, then I am calling others to publicize my faults also. And that way Allah Azza wa Jal will hand over this, Allah will take over this entire situation, and a person will be disgraced in this dunya and in the life hereafter. And especially in this, in today's day and age, by the temperament of individual and the influence of shaitan not only makes us see the faults of other people, but shaitan also makes the good actions of others look bad in our eyes. So it's the other way around. What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to conceal the faults of others and promote the act of good of other people. You see something disturbing, hide it. If he did something good, promote it. But on the other side, what does shaitan do? Shaitan comes and he puts an influence on this person which hides the good action and exposes the bad behavior of that person in front of you. In fact, his good actions are also being exposed to you in a bad way. It's been looked at to you from you in the bad way, and you start exposing this. Now, of course, this is a general scenario. But in a situation where you have been given a question about the character of an individual or his behavior, and you know something about it, and by you not exposing it, another person can be harmed, at that time it is a responsibility of yours to expose that. For example, a very genuine example, someone comes to you and he asks you, so-and-so brother, I'm considering this brother for my daughter to get married to. What's your opinion on this brother? So at that time you say, no, concealing the faults, he's got this, but I'm going to conceal the fault. Allah will, conceal my fault on the day of judgment. That is a wrong approach. In fact, this is an approach of a shaitan, where a shaitan is using you so that other person's life can be affected and harmful. It is your duty and responsibility to whatever genuinely you know, you expose it. I know this much about this brother. I'm not going to give any type of endorsement to this, but that's what I know and that's it. Is he good or bad? No. I know about him this. Now it's your judgment to make him good or bad, but this is what I know. As the Prophet ﷺ said, from the right of a believer is إِذَا اسْتَنصَحَكَ فَانصَحْ لَهُ. When he asks you for an opinion or an advice, you actually go and give him a genuine advice and opinion. At that time, it is impermissible for you to conceal. Why? Because your concealing can be harmful to another individual, which is not supposed to happen. But exposing the fault has nothing to do with you. You found out about this guy did this, and you start exposing. Or a person, you saw him at a place where it's not appropriate for him to be, you take his picture and boom on the social media. Look, I saw him here doing this. It has nothing to do with you. Let him do what he's doing. This is between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As long as his behavior is not affecting other people and you see him doing an action that is not right, it is not your duty. Allah has not given you that responsibility to start publicizing his action. If Allah is concealing it, who are you to expose it? So we have no right to expose anyone's fault, unless if it's in a situation where their behavior can be harmful for a third person, and then at that time it is our responsibility to expose it. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the understanding, the ability to bring this sunnah into our life, where we are respecting each other, concealing and trying to hide the errors of each other, and trying to promote the goods of each other. We ask Allah to make us amongst the righteous ones. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Jazakum Allahu khairan. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.